philosophy does not begin with a book. It begins with a moment of honest confession. I do not know. I thought I knew, and I acted as if I knew, and I organized my life around what I assumed I knew, but I do not, in fact, know. Epictetus in Book 2, Chapter 11 says that the beginning of philosophy is the recognition of a conflict, specifically, a conflict within yourself. The moment when you discover that what you believe you should do and what you actually do are not the same thing. The moment when you realize that you hold two contradictory beliefs simultaneously, and that the contradiction is not theoretical. It is costing you. This is not comfortable. Comfort is the last thing philosophy offers at its beginning. What it offers at its beginning is accurate vision of how things actually are, including how you actually are, and that vision, if honest, is always somewhat sobering. Epictetus gives the example of a person who says they want to be good. Fine. What does good mean to you? They answer. Now, does your life reflect that answer? Do your choices, your habits, your daily behavior align with what you just said you value? In most cases, no. There is a gap. A significant one. And the question is, what do you do with that gap? The person who is not ready for philosophy does one of two things. They deny the gap, they rationalize, they explain, they find reasons why the contradiction is not really a contradiction. Or they acknowledge the gap and then wait, indefinitely, for the right conditions to close it. The person who is ready for philosophy does something else. They sit with the discomfort of seeing clearly. They do not rush to resolve it with words. They let the recognition do what recognitions are supposed to do, motivate change. Archē philosophias, the beginning of philosophy. Epictetus says it is the consciousness of your own weakness and inability with respect to necessary things. The moment you stop pretending you have it figured out. The moment you realize that what you have been calling certainty was actually assumption, and that the assumption has been costing you. This is why philosophy was never meant to be a performance. Begin there. Not with the most advanced argument. With the most basic question. What do I actually believe? And does my life reflect it? Answer that honestly. Then follow wherever the answer leads. That is where philosophy begins. And it never stops beginning, because the gap between belief and behavior is always there, in some form, waiting to be seen. Subscribe to StoicForge for weekly episodes from the greatest minds in history. Ancient wisdom. Modern edge.
That was episode 6, The Beginning of Wisdom is This. In episode 7, Epictetus confronts the gap between knowing and doing, and he is not patient about it. Subscribe to StoicForge. Ancient wisdom. Modern edge.